Yo, what's up? It's Razor Frost. I could not tell you how many times I've been trying to do this video. I don't know. I just freed up a whole bunch of space on my PS4, so hopefully this one will go a lot smoother than the last other two times that I try to do this. Now let's get into what I want to talk about. And of course, you probably already know what most of these videos are going to be about. Infinite Warfare, the new Call of Duty. I understand, you know, Black Ops 3 still has literally like almost 6 months still in its lifetime to, you know, basically be a game. That's still a lot of time. It's only halfway through. But you know, that's how all Call of Duties are. You know, that's why it's how they keep you hooked. You know, every time I try to leave, you know, they just keep pulling me back in. But anyway, let's get into what the communication manager of Activision's sit down with the creators of this future game for the Call of Duty world actually started talking about. Now, the first thing that they wanted to talk about was the actual campaign and the setting. Now, the plot, the setting is that Earth and its resources are basically deplenishing, and to, you know, get the resources that they need, I don't know what it really is, like oil, just metals and stuff like that. They actually have to go to these various different planets in our solar system. Now, these planets have outposts and stuff like that that regulate the distribution of all these resources, I guess, from what they're telling me. That's what I'm getting out of it. Now, the SDF, the bad guys, quote unquote, in this setting, in this plot in the game, are trying to basically take over the world by taking all these resources. You know, it's the art of war. You know, you're going to take out the enemy, take out his resources. So they're basically trying to take out all the resources and control all of them. And basically, with that, they're literally control the world. I don't know why that's blue when it should be red. That kind of really confused me, but whatever. I think it's just like the glitch in theater mode, which I'm clearly in right now. Now, getting into other things that they talked about in the campaign, you know, there's going to be co-op, of course. There's going to be, you know, dog fights in it. They already said, you know, that wasn't just like some, you know, like the little movie, little part in the gameplay. They said there will be dog fights. I think they said it's called a jackal, the actual thing that you fly. And they said there's two different flight modes. There's zero G, which of course is probably in space, and atmospheric, which is more oriented around flying around Earth. Now, I don't know if that's going to be oriented into multiplayer, but from what they're saying is that they're really not trying to go that far into it. They want to keep it as boots on the groundsy as possible. I guess that's a term I could better use for it. And I'm pretty excited about that because, one, a lot of people argue, hey, boots on the ground, blah, 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 blah. You want boots on the ground? Cool. We'll remake fucking, you know, COD 4. We'll remake COD, you know, Modern Warfare 2. Whatever games y'all want to play that had original boots on the ground, Black Ops 1, shit like that, fine. We'll remaster it. You could play it on your new fucking, on your next gen console, you know, the PS4 and the Xbox One. But people have to understand that there has to be progress. These game developers are not going to sit here and just do the same thing over and over and over each year, because that was the problem when it was like that, was the fact that nobody wanted to see the same thing every year. It was copy and paste. Copy and paste from Modern Warfare 1 to Modern Warfare 3. No matter how different the game, you know, the games were, it was the same shit. Now they kind of played differently, actually a lot differently, especially from Modern Warfare 2. It was just insane in some cases, but it was very enjoyable to play. Now, getting back into the sit down with Infinite Warfare's staff, there's going to be zombies in Infinite Warfare. There will be a zombies mode in Infinite Warfare. Now, I'm pretty sure they're working with Treyarch. And I say they're working with Treyarch is because, look, well, there's going to be a part 2, so I have to cut this video short.